Welcome to In the Loop on Air, the only fan-sourced podcast produced by and starring its fans. Starring Clint Novak, Alyssa.
For 2 years, Kings Dominion has been celebrating their 40th anniversary, and today we'll be celebrating the new and improved Soak City. My name is Alyssa Baird, and we're going to take an exclusive look at Soak City. So let's go check it out. Yes!
Roller coaster expert Reese Atkins.
In front of Kings Dominion's new ride, Delirium. I have a source, and his name is Clint Novak. He has told me that in this grassy field behind me, there will be a 200-foot launched RMC roller coaster built in 2017. I have an official Kings Dominion representative, star of the hit show Open Mic Karaoke, Chris Craig, here to confirm or deny the rumors. It's not happening? Chris says it's not happening.
Don't forget Randall. And of course, you. And now, here's your host, Clint Novak.
All right, what is going on in the Loop fans? My name is Clint Novak, and what the hell was that? Holy shit, it was so loud.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I even said today's show was going to be clean, and then the seventh word out of my mouth.
I didn't know we were supposed to be clean, but okay.
I am apologizing right now to the people I just told this is going to be a clean show, too. The rest of the show, I swear, is going to be clean. What is going on? You're so loud. What is going on over there?
Am I really loud right now?
It's my fault. I turned your volume all the way up. That's my fault. That was totally my fault. And I am the host of In the Loop on Air. We've got Randall here as well. We've got the roller coaster expert Reese Atkins, and actually Alyssa is not here right now because we sent her out to get donuts. Kind of like the newbie on the team, so we had to send her out to get donuts. But she should be back any second now with the donuts. So who's excited about donuts?
Fat kid.
Fat kid. And then Reese is over there just hoping and praying that his family is quiet.
I put out an order to my entire family to please be quiet during this show. So
yeah, he was like, "Hey,
you're just so proud of him. So proud.
Hey, shut up! I'm YouTube famous now." My wife is upstairs probably going, "What the hell is that?"
I'm gonna get a text like, "Y'all be quiet."
That is the second time I yelled that phrase from the basement today. Because in rehearsal, I also did it, and she's probably upstairs going, "Why is he telling me he's YouTube famous? I already know. I'm not even saying anything. I'm sitting here in a room." Oh man, I love my wife.
Talk. How do I ban people?
You ban people already?
How do I ban people?
Wow.
I don't know. Okay, so we've got the chat
be
room.
administrator then. I'm gonna go ahead and have to take that away from you.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to just let him figure it out. Okay, we don't need to go over the logistics. I do want to say we have the chat room open. If you are hanging out with us tonight, please do participate in the chat room. Ask any questions. Reese is going to be trying to monitor that as much as possible.
Yep.
And with that, I've given him admin duties, and mine. I have a crown next to my name because I'm
a wrench. I don't need a crown. I'm not a showboater. I only showboat my ACE membership card. I am an ACER. Go ahead, please.
Welcome to the club. Reese Atkins is now an ACE member. How did that happen?
Basically, I am going to Coaster Mania. I had to join a club, and as we all know, ACE is the most prestigious coaster club. So, I just want to go around the midways and show off my ACE card to everybody, and that's exactly what's going on. So.
Hold on, let me go create a meme real quick.
Joshua Amos in the chat is also an ACER, so.
It's gonna be that the Jurassic Park one. It's gonna be like, look, we have an ACE member here. See, nobody cares.
D-Dog5 says he loves ACE, and that just is amazing. That's all the gratitude that I needed. So there we go.
There you go. See, now I created a club so I could get into places, but now I no longer have that club. And now I can officially say I am a member to any roller coaster club whatsoever. I haven't renewed any membership since the coaster.
Well, you're below me because I'm an ACER.
Well, everybody is below ace. I mean, they're up there, and
I know, that's what I'm saying.
you know, us little people down.
Very exciting.
So I just did that. The little people down here.
There's a massive discussion going on in the chat right now about Skyline Chili. So clearly,
You're going to Kings Island, right? You're going.
No.
You need to eat Skyline chili because then you could say that it is the crappiest chili in the world. And I really want to. So I'm holding back from saying what it really is, but I do not enjoy Skyline chili at all. I'm sure everybody in Ohio just disconnected their feed to go watch like Whose Line Is It Anyways on reruns on Comedy Central or something because I've just pissed everybody off.
People are raving or just raging in the chat right now.
Ryan is going crazy. Yeah, I don't like it. Like I've eaten it. They had a whole bunch of them in Kings Island, so I tried it in Kings Island. I didn't like it, and they're like, well, maybe you really have to go outside of the park. I'm like, fine, I'll go outside of the park. So I go outside of the park to try. With Adam House. Adam House was there. He made me go eat chili dogs with him. And I take it or leave it. It's not spectacular. That's for sure.
Coming back next week, I'm going to I've had the frozen kind, but I've been told that the in the restaurant kind is like, the best. So I'm going to be eating it this weekend. I will come back on Monday and share my thoughts.
Let me tell you what you need to do, okay? From Kings Island, I think it's like a 20-minute drive. You need to go eat White Castle. Have you ever had White Castle?
Really? I've not had White Castle before.
Oh, my God.
Are you serious?
White Castle. You need to do White Castle.
I could possibly find one on my route up there.
No. The closest one is like 20 minutes from Kings Island. Like, you really have to go all the way up there just to get one White Castle.
So really, can't eat one. You have to eat like 47 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say get it like a Crave pack of like 15 because they're this tiny. They're like the
off the whole chat. They're all saying, "Boo! White Castle sucks. Get Skylines."
Oh, you know what? I don't even know why we do the show.
Good night, everyone.
We're 8 minutes into our first show and I'm already pissed off.
We might as well rename this podcast the Chili Chronicles because we've gone full into the chili conversation.
The Chili Chronicles. All right, so what is the consensus? I mean, we got a lot of people talking about it in the chat room. Where are they lying?
My light just went out, but hold on, let me fix this light.
Everything went dark over there.
The light has gone out.
See, now, earlier today we were talking about, doing the intro for the show, and we wanted to, pizzazz it up. I wasn't sure if our voice guy in the loop, Bill Carroll, was going to be available. So I said, Reese, why don't you do your best sexy girl impersonation and record the audio for it? And he goes, I can't do sexy girl, but I can do sexy guy. And I said, even that would be a stretch. So even the lights in his room were saying, you know what, I think we need to turn down a little bit because this webcam is not being nice to you.
Yeah, apparently. But
so what are we looking at? So in the chat room, I want to know, if you're Skyline Chili fan or if you're not a Skyline Chili fan. So like Skyline sucks or I love Skyline is what we need to see in the chat room. So
it looks like the vast majority of people are raving about Skyline. My friend Jordan has been telling me for years now about how incredible Skyline chili is, and I'm finally going to be trying it this weekend. But I'm with you. I normally, when I eat chili, I eat it with tortilla chips. They apparently don't serve tortilla chips there, so I guess I'm just going to eat it with a fork.
So it's coming in. I love Skyline sucks. It's like 50-50. It's really not like Yeah, I would say maybe a little more than 50-50, but still, yeah. All right, so we didn't talk about the show coming up on the show today. Obviously, we're going to be talking about some coaster news. We're going to talk a little bit about Busch Gardens, Tampa. We're going to be talking about Reese's trip to Carowinds. We'll also talk a little bit about Harry Potter.
My trip to Carowinds.
What's that?
My trip to Kings Island coming up, or my trip to Carowinds that I made a few weeks ago?
We could talk about both, I guess.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We've got exclusive video from your trip to Carowinds.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I did not realize that's
Jordan in the chat room sent us exclusive video that will be airing. Also, we'll be talking about Randall moving. We'll talk about that. You're in Texas now. He's moving somewhere, so stick around to see where he's going to be moving. And we'll be talking about King's Dominion 2017. And I actually was at King's Dominion today, so we'll talk a little bit about what I was doing at King's Dominion today.
Nice.
Also, we got user reviews and video submissions from Cooper from Australia, Nathan, Jason, and Tad. We're going to be playing all of those. Jason's checking in from Six Flags Great Adventure. We had a little on the trailer that we did, so we'll be going to Six Flags Great Adventure in the show as well today. So
I'll pretend like I haven't already seen it.
Yeah, surprise.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so let's see here. It really is time for our line jumper segment. So we want to jump to the front of the line. We're going to let the chat room choose. What do you want first? I just listed off everything that we're going to be doing on the show. Give us a little keyword as to what you want us to do first in the show. We're calling this the line jumper segment, and we will jump right to the front of the line. So
I need to go back and find that audio clip. Hold on.
Oh no, there was an audio clip?
Yeah, a long time ago. Hold on.
A long time ago in a faraway galaxy.
I need to find out how to ban people in this chat.
I mean, I have a way to block users.
We have one particular person who's sending some very...
Who is it? Who is it?
T-Hawk is sending some he's spicing up the chat. I mean, it's entertainment, but...
Who is it? I'm not even seeing this person.
If you scroll up a little bit.
I don't know. I've scrolled up quite a bit. I don't see anybody.
Okay, we'll figure it out later.
We'll figure it out. Okay, so we got Carowinds. Everybody wants Carowinds. Everything I listed, we're going Carowinds. I guess Reese, we're going to talk about Carowinds. So what happened at Carowinds?
I was fortunate enough to go to Carowinds for the first time about 2 weeks ago, I want to say. Enjoyed the park very much. I will say Fury 325 is definitely one of my new favorite roller coasters. It's in my top 3 for sure. But I know you have some video of what happened at... I'm sorry.
What was that?
I'm sorry. I'm getting someone not...
Clint, is that you? Clint Novak, I'm in love with you, man.
Okay, please leave. Okay. Clearly, I was not clear with my family that they needed to be...
No, I think you were pretty clear, but...
Hey! I'm YouTube famous! Can't you just leave me alone for 5 minutes? Oh, man.
Hey, Reese,
about that Clint Novak. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Check the staff chat real quick.
Check. Do what? Wait, what?
Check the what?
On Facebook, check the staff chat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Staff chat of Facebook. Okay, I'm going to the staff chat.
Going to the staff chat.
Oh, he's...
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm sorry.
What are we talking about? Staff chat. All right,
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay, so we're going to go to the video here. This happened on Reese's most recent trip to Carowinds.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? At this time, we're experiencing a delay in our ride operation. Yeah! Remain seated and keep your hands and arms inside the ride unit. We appreciate your patience and apologize for any inconvenience.
Where do I put my hands on it? They can't give anyone...
But let's just say at least you still have your legs. So
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so before we get into that video and the fact that you were stuck on an Intamin drop ride, who was videotaping that?
That was Jordan, who's in the chat right now. He was
Jordan, thank you very much for sending that in. First user submission that we got sent in. It just made it on there. And Jordan, you suck. Do you not know how to do video? Come on, man. This is how you do video, not like this. Okay? Are you a 13-year-old girl? Come on now. Okay, and you're not the first one I'm going to be yelling at today. There's going to be other people too running around the park videotaping like this. Okay.
Jordan says he did that because it is a vertical ride, so it deserves vertical video.
from now on, anybody who's videotaping video like this, otherwise we're gonna have this much video on the screen. It sucks.
Okay. Well.
All right.
So
I love you, Jordan. Thank you.
So let me go ahead and explain exactly what happened leading up to this, what was going on. So we had just gotten off of Fury and Hurler, I believe we also rode, and I wanted to ride drop.
How is their Hurler down there?
I loved it. It gets a lot of hate, but I thought it was much better than King's Dominions. I really enjoyed it, but that's just my opinion. Everyone else seems to hate it, so But I really wanted to ride their drop tower, and no one else wanted to. Finally convinced two of the people in our group, Brandon and Steven, to get on the ride with me. So we entered the queue line. There was no one in line, and we got up to the queue person, and I said to him, we want our friends. I said, can we sit on the front of the tower so that our friends can take photos of us on the ride? He said, there's no one here, you can sit wherever you want. So we went around and sat on the front half of the ride, and right when the ride started going up, it stopped, and the guy next to us on the ride basically leaned to me and said that the ride stopped because we were all too fat. He said that he said, I think we're overweight, were his exact words. And then I turned to Jordan Hill and I said, this guy seems to think that it's because we're too fat. And he said, hey, man, speak for yourself. I got a marathon to run tomorrow. So if anything else came out of that ride on Drop Tower, I'm just glad we wasted that guy's time because he was not a very enjoyable person.
Wow. Yeah.
Alyssa has just joined.
You know what? I can really go for some donuts right now. Alyssa, did you get the donut?
I didn't get any donuts. I totally forgot. Oh.
Wow. We send you to do one thing. You know, this
I'm so sorry.
This is just the piss off Clint Novak show today. Okay, that's it. Everybody, Gordon, Alyssa didn't get the donuts. I forget what the other thing was I was pissed off about.
Willis keeps calling her Alyssa Alvey. Like, get the theme park review out of our podcast. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, God, no. We're spelled completely different, all right? So.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so, yeah, Carol, you broke an Intamin drop tower.
We broke an Intamin drop tower because of how fat we were. That was
which shouldn't be, to break Intamin anything shouldn't be that hard.
It was. We had on the podcast. We have In the Loop the podcast, and this is In the Loop the on the air. No, not on the air, on air. Somebody commented about that.
Takes the thought out.
Yeah, it should be In the Loop on the air, and that's why I didn't do it, because you can't have two thes in the middle of In the Loop on the air. It didn't sound right. In the Loop on air. That's why I went with it. But no, we had a listener call in as Legends' #1 fan and talk about overseas ride manufacturers building rides for overseas people and not South Americans.
I did hear that.
Yes, so they were talking about that, and this is right up there, Reese. So time to start running marathons?
Apparently with that guy. So, hey. But he was a piece of work. I was not a fan.
All right, Alyssa, you were running late today. What were you up to?
I am. I was at a design review. So TPED is in a competition right now. We have 4 teams that are creating, or they are in a competition that Cornell is hosting, and we have to design a land in a park in an imaginary park that already exists, with our own theme, and we have to put in a certain amount of rides, and it has to be under $20 million. So we were doing some critiquing and listening to people's ideas. It was pretty cool.
Very nice.
Yes.
That sounds like something we should enter In the Loop on air to. But we should totally blow it out of the water. Like,
yes.
They say 20 million, and we come back and we go, well, Adam House quoted us as saying that he could build all this for at 99 million.
No, we could go on the Disney Shanghai budget, where it just
doesn't matter.
Just doesn't matter.
We're basically going to shut down the rest of the parks forever because we are way over budget in Shanghai.
Exactly. Yeah. They're like, well, it's 30 million, but we budgeted over here. Like, it's fine. We cut your own costs, so
Wow. Yeah, Alyssa, huge Disney fan over here. You know, they just announced that the Rivers of Light show is postponed, and the rumors say that it could have something to do with Shanghai. Well, how do you feel about that?
You know, they're blaming Shanghai on everything, and so I don't know if that's necessarily true that it's all Shanghai's fault. I think that Disney's got a lot of secretive mystery things going on that I would definitely like to know about, considering they're cutting costs everywhere. But it's also, like, as you would know, like, the theme park industry is at like an all-time high, you know, in the last decade as far as like attendance. And so the fact that Disney is over budget in Shanghai, but they're still having to cut costs that doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know.
The Pac-Man sound explained it all.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Yeah, exactly.
This goes to this person.
So you mentioned that they're very secretive. I don't think Disney's secretive. It's not like they're buying land under anonymous names or anything like that. They've never been a secretive company before.
No, absolutely not. They wouldn't call it some obscure project or anything like that.
No, they wouldn't build tunnels under the park and have these weird trash things under there. No, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
It's because Star Wars didn't make enough money. That's what it was. They were banking on it being the number one movie.
Yeah. And, absolutely, yeah.
They wanted it to be quadrillions of dollars, and
Oh yeah, not nearly enough.
All right. So that was the line jumper segment, talking a little bit about Carowinds. There, Reese, was there anything else at Carowinds that you need to talk about?
Jordan is asking me to talk about the quote-unquote cup scandal, so I will speak about this.
The cup scandal.
Now, anybody who has been to Carowinds in the last year knows they do not allow loose articles in the Fury 325 station. You know this, Clint. This is a ridiculous policy, just saying. I hate this. So we actually had fast lane. So towards the end of the day, we went to Fury and we're like, okay, we can probably get 3 more rides on this ride, but in like the last 10 minutes if we run around. So we walked up into the station. I had forgotten that I had my souvenir cup with me, and a certain employee named Eunice made me walk all the way back down to put my cup in a locker and come back up, and it ruined the end of our night because we could not we couldn't ride. So I kind of want to hear your opinion on rides that don't allow loose articles in the station. Do you really think it helps capacity? Like, what are your thoughts on that subject?
I think cups should be fine. If you're going to, I know Drew's mentioned this, all-season cups, or even just regular souvenir cups. Just put a cup holder up there. People drop off. It really doesn't take that much longer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, backpacks and all that other stuff, yeah, that shouldn't go up to the station.
You know, and it's weird because Cedar Fair is usually pretty good with bins and the loose article thing. You know, the only exceptions being are the coasters that have multi-station things like Maverick or Millennium Force or Top Thrill Dragster. You know, things like that where they have multiple stations where you're not going to get dropped off in the same location you got picked up from. But even Maverick does have bin holders. Now that I think about it, because they still are in the same station. But that being said, I think a souvenir cup is something that if they want, I feel like they're going to lose money on souvenir cups in the long run if they don't allow you to bring them up in the ride station. So
yeah. So I don't know how many have been to Fun Spot, but Fun Spot, when you go are in the station for White Lightning, they actually have like on the other side like a little wooden thing specifically to put your cups in. Like it's a little cup holder, and they have a whole bunch of them, and that is fantastic because then it encourages you to buy the drinks because it's specifically there, and it's the perfect size for the Fun Spot cup, which I thought was just so funny. I've never seen anything like that before.
Fiesta Texas has them too at all the rides.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this Fun Spot you speak of. I don't know. White Lightning is one of my favorite GCI coasters.
One of the best in the loop videos, Clint Novak riding the 300-foot tall sky coaster. Highly entertaining.
Where they duct tape the camera to my hand. Okay, first of all,
didn't you have to ride it twice?
No, yeah, I'm going to tell the story. Somebody find the video and link it to me so we can play it while I'm telling the story.
On it, boss.
We'll talk about that.
Oh, you got it, Randall?
My second thing was Hershey Park, I believe, also does the drink holder thing as well, where you can put they have like wood blocks where you put your cup in. They're numbered, so you know which number you got it from. I think it was Hershey. I'm pretty sure it was Hershey, if I remember.
Must be newer. I don't remember that.
I thought I saw David in the chat room. I know he is a Hershey Park connoisseur. Maybe he could tell us a little bit about if they have that or not in the chat room, or if anybody else from Hershey's in the chat room, and they could let me know about that. All right, a fun spot is an amusement park, Clint Novak. Thank you, Timothy. Thank you. I was confused about that. Did Jordan find it first? Did Jordan beat you guys to it?
I'm pretty sure that is the video.
Wow, so a lot of people...
I just found it too. Yeah.
There's actually 2 of them. They wrote it twice, one of which the legend is drunk, the other one he is sober, so I'm not sure which one.
Right, did you guys send it to me in the because in the chat room I can't click on
it.
Randall just
link. All right, he just sent it to me. All right, just give me 2 seconds here. Somebody talk about something else.
What I will say is that when we went up into the station to deal with this woman, Eunice, there was a souvenir cup sitting on the floor of the station, kind of in the corner that somebody had left. She saw it, she picked it up, said, "Is this anyone's souvenir cup?" Tossed it into the yard below the station. So,
she is taking her job serious.
Props to Eunice, Ride Operator of the Year, for throwing people's souvenir cups into the yard.
Wow. All right, I believe we have the video ready. This is me and the legend at the fun spot 300-foot coaster. Now, this is a sky coaster. This is down in the Kissimmee area. Let's fast forward here. Okay, this is us strapped in. Now, they duct taped a GoPro camera to my hand. This is the very first GoPro video I've ever done. And I want to stress it. It's the very first video I had ever done, and this is the second time we had to ride it in a row because I accidentally took a picture instead of actually doing
God.
And then we got all done, and I looked at it, and I said, that's not the right one. I hit a different button. So,
yeah, and Legend does not look happy in this video.
He is clenching onto you very tightly.
He was so pissed that we had to ride it twice. You know, he was so pissed off. I think we're talking about, like, turtles or something.
He's just like, I want to get down. I don't care.
I will say that when I went to Fun Spot Kissimmee, it was so crowded, and we rode one of the go-kart tracks, and it had like a very steep bank going into sort of an overbank turn, and that was one of the wildest go-kart tracks I've ever been in, like almost dangerous in my opinion, which was crazy. I was like banking the cart. So, it was
all right. We, I believe, are at almost at the top of the 300-foot sky coaster here. The legend, Clint Novak. We are straining the cables there because that's a head there.
Yep, there he goes to pull that ripcord.
Yep. Look at this there.
That is pretty fun.
My arm hurt so bad because he was squeezing it so tight. I had a watch on. I was like, let go. Like I forced him to let go of my hand. Once he knew that we weren't going to die, he was fine. But, yeah, there you go. Us on the sky coaster there at Fun Spot. I don't even remember. How did we get off topic onto that?
I know.
Who knows? All right. Good deal. Let's go to some user submissions here. We had some people turn in some videos to us. Let's go check out this. We're going to go to Cooper first from Australia. Maybe. Thinking about it.
Cooper.
Let me pause this video and see if that helps.
Name's Cooper. I live in Brisbane, Australia.
Welcome to the on air. Oh, I'm sorry.
Making this my 15th anniversary with the park. Not many people know much about our Aussie park, so I'll give you a quick rundown. So Dreamworld is Australia's largest theme park. It has about 40 rides, a full pro slide water park, and an entire zoo at the back. The last 5 years, the park hasn't looked at its best. But since new management came in last year, the park has never looked better. So let's go check it out. So with the new management came new things like the Dreamworld Globe, which is pretty much a complete rip-off of the Universal Globe. The Ice Cream Parlour has been recently repainted this bright pink, and it's the first thing you see. This is the main eating area. It has Dobro's Pizza with American Pizza, which is huge. So this year, Dreamworld is refurbishing and revitalising their Tiger Island, which is their big Bengal tiger exhibit, and part of that is they just got 2 new white tiger cubs. They are now on display in the beach section of Dreamworld called Ocean Parade. The tiger cubs are really cute, and the tiger handlers that day said if we donate some money, they'll take our phone and give us up-close photos of the tigers, but unfortunately they closed that just before my turn. We have a new shop which was in the old laser tag, so you might have seen it behind one of the other photos before. Dreamworld's newest thrill ride called Tailspin, which is a Gerstlauer Skyfly, and also the Motorsports Experience, which includes the retheme of Cyclone to Hot Wheels Sidewinder. The retheme included, of course, Hot Wheels theme and new trains. Cyclone used to have Dragonfire trains, which are awful, and we've replaced them with Vekoma trains, which is still not the most comfortable thing. And we also got a Peter Brock exhibit, and no one likes it, no one's there, and I can't wait until it's being turned into a dark ride. Then we take a ride on the vintage cars, which is a family favourite at Dreamworld. Always long lines. Had to take a photo because the people behind me on the train were actually asleep, and no one woke them up, and they went around the train a couple of times. That's the Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror and Giant Drop are the 2 biggest rides in Australia. You got Tower of Terror, which is a Intamin reverse freefall. It went backwards before Super Magic Mountain. And we also have Giant Drop, which was the tallest until Six Flags taken that away from us. And then we've got ABC Kids World, which is another new theme, which was open last year. It is one of the best themed areas, which is really bad that our kids area is the best themed in Australia. And now we're in Kung Fu Panda Land with Pandemonium, which is another part, one of the thrill rides. It's real sickening and awful. And also in Land of Awesomeness, Kung Fu Panda has the best themed Dodgem cars you've ever seen. They are amazing. So that wraps up my trip report. Thanks so much for letting me do this, and I hope to be on the show one day. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, very good. That is Cooper from Australia checking in from now I forgot the name of the park. Dream World? No.
Never been to Australia, probably will never go, so hey.
Well, Australia is one of the places that I would actually like to go, because I feel like, if I go to Asia, I feel like I would be very uncomfortable the whole time. Australia, I feel like I would be fine with, like going to Australia, other than the fact that everything can kill you in Australia. Fine.
Yeah.
But no, a couple things. One, I love the spinning flat ride, the one with the wings on it that he was talking about.
Oh yeah.
I've done that at the Mall of America, and man, what a crazy flat ride that is! Probably in my top 10 of flat rides. Like
Wonderland is getting one this season.
Yeah, so just very, very nutty, and so really cool trip report. Thank you very much, Cooper.
Thank you, Cooper.
It's always interesting to see international parks because honestly they don't get much coverage.
Definitely.
Timothy Willis says, uncomfortable in Asia. Are you racist, Clint? Care to comment on that?
No, it has nothing to do with the race. It's everything to do with language, me not being comfortable
speaking
another language, and food. Exactly. Those are the two things. I wouldn't know their language, so it already makes me feel uncomfortable. And then the fact that they eat different than I eat, and that makes me feel uncomfortable even more. So. So yeah, that's what would make me feel uncomfortable about going to Asia. Going to Australia, I feel like I have more in common with Australia and would feel more comfortable there. So I also want to go to Germany and United Kingdom and all that stuff as well. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I want to go to New Zealand and see the dog fart coaster. Yeah, I want that one.
New Zealand has that scary swing ride that's like in the middle of the mountains or a valley or something out there that you get.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't even see the people that's so far down. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. The one where the little girl was like, I don't want to go. They're like, too late. There she goes.
And there's one of someone who fell out of the harness but didn't like fall to her death. Like it was crazy. Like she slipped through her harness and she was holding on for dear life.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, scary, scary.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got more user submissions as well. Let's talk a little bit about Battle Clash at Busch Gardens.
No.
Yeah, Battle Clash.
No. You're talking about a non-existent roller coaster.
Yeah, whatever, Randall. So Battle Clash Invader. We're talking about trains now. It's funny because since Gwazi has closed at Busch Gardens Tampa, there's always been a rumor that the Millennium Flyer trains were coming to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and we were getting a wood coaster.
I can't believe it turned out to be true. I mean, I never thought it would happen. And even when they announced this, I was like, "There's no way it's going to be the Gwazi trains." But
yeah. So very interesting. So so they have announced officially that they're getting the Gwazi trains.
That's what I saw it online earlier.
It's rumored.
Rumored. Okay, so it's still it's a rumor. But you know what? If we say it enough, it'll happen because we're the media, right? Go media.
Hey, maybe that's something we can vote on. Gwazi trains or not.
Gwazi trains are brand new trains. I'm going to make you guys pay for brand new ones.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and read this directly off of Screamscape, so credit to them. GCI did confirm on their Facebook page that the new Invader wooden roller coaster coming to Busch Gardens in 2017 will be a GCI. Busch Gardens Williamsburg is expected to receive the old Gwazi GCI-made Millennium Flyer trains, as well as other various expensive parts from Gwazi, such as lift hill motors and brakes, to use on Invader. So, yep, that's pretty much it.
No, they're saving all this money on the two most expensive parts of the ride, the lift hill and the trains, and we're still getting the small little crappy... No, I'm kidding. It's not crappy.
That's a cheap improvement for sure for the park.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's actually for the company in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that means they're going to have to start disassembling Gwazi. So if you're going to do that much, might as well just tear the whole thing down.
Yeah.
I'm expecting some good theming with the saved money then.
But it is true that this could be a false rumor. Screamscape has gotten things wrong in the past, so we'll have to see.
No. No.
Someone in the chat is claiming that they once sent Screamscape a photoshopped photo of Anaconda being removed, and they actually posted it.
Yes. And then I messaged Lance the next day and said, "Remove that. That's not true." I've actually had Lance before when it comes to King's Dominion stuff. He'll message me and say, "Hey, I've heard this. Is that true?" And I'll be like, "No, that's not true. Yes, that's true. No, that's not true." So there you go.
Yes.
So anyways, yeah. So I forgot what tangent I was going to say something about Screamscape, and then Jordan messed me up. Thanks a lot, Jordan. Jordan all day. Yeah, so I don't have a problem with Busch Gardens taking some Gwazi trains. I mean, there were brand new trains built for Gwazi, and they lasted, what, like 2 years down there? So, yeah. Anyways, all right, so more users stuff we've got here. Let's see what video we got next here. Go into the playlist. Let's go to Gavin.
Oh, Lord.
I saw the take a video of me at a park, and here it is. Everyone's favorite ride. See you guys on the midway.
He took my tagline.
Gavin Dominion connected live on the carousel. And it's a pretty cold day, but it's pretty nice out. And there's the lyric.
And that was it from Gavin.
Great videos from Gavin Taff.
Checking in from Busch Gardens and King's Dominion there. So,
Jason Belinskas is very upset about the vertical video.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. It's very easy, guys. All you have to do is go like this, okay? When you're filming, do this, not this. It's very simple, okay? You don't watch.
You should start doing the shame.
You don't watch TV with a screen like this. You watch it like that. Doesn't make any sense to me.
To be fair, for Tempesto, you know, you want the vertical. You know, more vertical.
We already had this argument, Alyssa.
Oh, man. I missed it.
In the last vertical video we had, the person was actually in the chat room, and they said that, well, it was a drop ride, so they wanted to get the vertical in there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. No. You don't.
I agree with that
You have
person.
to flip your TV to look at it that way. That doesn't work that way. You can't just, oh, they did this one vertically. Well, let me just go over and adjust my big flat screen. Hey, flat screen's back. Let me just adjust it real quick. Yeah, that's not the way it works.
They need like a remote setting. Just turn the TV.
Auto rotate. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like so. You know what? We're going to have to do that because people just don't get it. They don't
There's
get
too many vertical videos now. There's no turning back.
No, and they're all over the internet. There's no stopping it now.
It's an epidemic.
I would not be surprised if at some point YouTube converts to vertical video. And then the over 1,000 videos that In the Loop has, screwed, because all of ours are in the normal.
You're just gonna see like one person out of like the IAPA videos. You have like 4 people.
Yeah,
You'll just see
now
one.
you're just going to see one person and a lot of ceiling. Timothy says, your eyes are horizontal, not vertical. Thank you, Tim. Exactly. Eyes are horizontal. All right, so we talked about Carowinds, talked about Battle Clash. What else do we got here? We talked about you being an ACE member. Did we talk about you going to Coaster Mania?
We did a little bit. We delved into it. We can talk about it a little more if you would like.
I mean, I don't. It's up to you.
Well, I'm eager to see if
Really, it's up to our fans.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that is so true.
If you guys want to hear Reese talk about Coaster Mania, you just say Coaster Mania, please, in the chat room, and then we'll get to that. But first, let's go to Randall in Texas, who is moving. Randall?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll be leaving the great state of Texas. Hey, no.
You know, I'm looking out your window behind you, and it looks like Florida to me.
If you look at it long enough, it'll change.
What do you mean change? Like what? How does it change?
It's one of those magic windows. You know, like Back to the Future?
No, let's talk serious for a second. What do you mean change? Like how is it going to change?
It's not.
It's that you lied to me. You lied to me. I thought the future was here.
No, so yeah, I'll be moving out of Texas into we'll be moving up to Virginia to pursue a job.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Come work with me at Food Line.
Been there, done that. No, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Reese just told the internet where he works, man.
Now I'm going to go to every Food Line and find him.
Yeah, let me tell you, Reese, let me tell you something. Speaking from personal experience, people will find you, and they'll stalk you, and they'll be all over you.
I'm just kidding. I work at Martin's.
Food Lion's a dying breed in Virginia.
I know. The only grocery store we have at the exit I live off of is Ladysmith on 95. Close enough. There you go. We have a Food Lion there. It's the only grocery store. We have a Walmart coming. They haven't broke ground yet, but in a couple of years we'll have a Walmart. But it's the most expensive crap ever. Like you go there and it's like I would drive the extra 40 minutes to get to a Walmart because the food prices at this Food Lion are ridiculous.
No comment.
Reese is the fastest grocery bagger this side of the Mississippi.
The fastest grocery. And Reese, do the eggs go on the top, the bottom, or in their own bag?
You put the eggs in one of the blue bags for cold, and then you put the loaf of bread on top of it.
Yep. Or a bag of chips.
So just in case you drop the bag, it can flip upside down, land on the bread, and the eggs will be fine.
Pretty much.
But
hey, it's all about the items per bag.
Which Food Line says should be 6.
Yeah, when I worked for the grocery store down here in Texas, yeah, we were at 7.
All right, now we're off topic. We're getting off topic again. I want to get even further off topic.
Tagging is important.
I want us to each talk about a job that we've had that is probably the I don't want to say lowest degrading job, but one of those like one that you're not proud of. What is a job that you're not proud of? Alyssa, what's that one job that you've worked?
So okay, before I haven't had that many degrading jobs. My retail jobs, stuff like that, have always been classy. I've done Starbucks barista. It's the classy retails. Stuff like that. But you know, on the topic about, you mentioned you're from, you know, the Ladysmith exit there. So I interned last summer for a highway design company. And the other intern, her job one day, so they had to figure out how many parking spots needed to be at the Ladysmith rest stop on 95. And in order to do that, there was a certain equation, and that equation involved how long people spent at the rest stop. So her job one day was to go into the restroom and count how long people used the restroom for like 2 hours. And since you didn't want to have someone standing there watching like people going out of the bathroom, because the people would come up to you and be like, "Why are you watching me go to the bathroom?" She sat in the stall and watched people's feet for 2 hours in a rest stop bathroom.
That is crazy, because that's what Reese does right now.
I can show you some nasty pictures of the Food Lion bathroom.
He doesn't even get paid for it either. He just does it.
Oh, God.
I got nothing.
Wow. Let's see here. I once was a pottery sanitization engineer at a nursing home. And I wouldn't say that was a degrading job or anything, but you know, I would wash dishes. It was my very first job. I would wash dishes at a nursing home, and my job at the age of 14, this was how old I was also to in a way supervise handicapped people who would also be helping me, assisting me washing the dishes, because they had like an outreach program that let them come in and help do the dishes. And it was very interesting, because I was 14 and some of these people are like in their 30s and they're helping me do the dishes, and I'm not a supervisor at the age of 14. That's crazy talk. But yeah, it was very interesting working in the dish room. Also, when you were in the kitchen in that nursing home, they had a walk-in refrigerator. Have you guys worked at a place that has a walk-in refrigerator?
I've seen them.
Okay, so in one, never worked.
You go in the walk-in refrigerator. When you're in the walk-in refrigerator, the door shuts behind you, and then you have like a push thing that will open the door.
Yeah, but there's one at Food Lion.
Yeah, and then in this particular one, the freezer, you had to walk through the refrigerator to the back of the refrigerator, where then would be a door for the freezer. And when you went into the freezer, you needed to prop the door open because the handle was busted. So if you went in there and you forgot to open the door, it would close and you would be stuck in the freezer until somebody came in the refrigerator for something and would see you pounding on the little glass going, "Let me out!"
Oh, God. Freeze alive.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen that episode of SpongeBob. Very.
One of the parts of the closing checklist for the manager at the end of the night, the last thing they'd have to do before the doors were locked on the place was that nobody was in the freezer.
Because that was so much easier than just fixing the handle.
I was 14. I could not bring up such things, I was too busy washing dishes. That's my story. Reese.
Not including my current job. I've only had 3 jobs, 2 of which have been at King's Dominion, 1 of which has been at Food Lion, so this is not a great topic for me. However, one time I volunteered at a lemonade, like an event where they were selling lemonade to benefit like cancer research or something like that, and they made me wear a giant lemon hat, so that was pretty embarrassing. So
wow, you just said that to a guy who wears a beanie to the amusement parks, okay? And Randall.
Let's see. I did overnight call center at QVC.
What? Yes! Randall wins!
Yes!
Oh my God, overnight call center at QVC. Please tell me you have some stories about that.
I didn't work there long, as you can imagine. So it was just old ladies who were bored calling in and just wanting to talk. And I'm like, lady.
That's what happens at Food Lion, but it's in person. So
really,
I'm like, lady, I need to get back to playing my video poker.
So let me get this straight. So overnight QVC is basically Magic Mike phone calls for old ladies. They call up QVC wanting to get some freak on, and you are just trying to sell them some cheap crap.
I'm over here. Thank you for calling QVC. How may I help you? Oh, no, that one does not come in red. I'm sorry. It comes in blue, purple, teal, aqua, maroon, gold, and I can keep going in.
Oh my god. I always like wonder the people who even call. So
Where do I
it's
submit
gotta
my
be the best types of people.
Oh my god, that would be an amazing YouTube video, is just people answering the phones at QVC in the overnight. Da-dum.
And pretty much you just see me like this. I'd be like, okay, that one is part number. Would you like that on Easy Pay? Okay.
No, I would totally be like, hi, thank you for calling QVC overnight.
And the funny thing is,
Novak,
you would have
and, I'm
the
ready to take
seasoned
your order.
professional. You would have the seasoned professionals that'd be like, here's the item number. I want this color. I want it on Easy Pay, this size, done. And you're like,
no. I could care. Have you guys ever seen Mike Rowe when he was doing QVC like back in the 90s?
No.
Mike Rowe used to be an overnight QVC host, and he was fired twice from it.
Well, I see its inspiration.
No,
for the show.
it was hilarious. So I would love to be the overnight call operator at QVC, and I would sell nothing. I would make a sex scandal on that. I'd be like, so what are you doing tonight that you need a cat bag for? How many?
all right, can we kind of back to topic here?
How many cats do you have? Really?
That's
4
no.
cats? 4 cats?
Tell me more
That's
about
why
your
everybody
cat.
thinks Clint is a pedophile after last week.
Let me get this straight. So you have 4 cats. So how many cat bags would you like? Would you like you want just one? Because I feel like every one of your cats should probably have its own cat
I
bag.
feel completely violated right now. He muted him. That was a good.
Done?
Well,
You done?
This is what I. Hey, I was not done yet. Okay. All right.
All right, so what's next? Next fan supplied.
Why does this why does this make me a pedophile? I'm trying to
it's been
hit on
established,
90-year-old
apparently.
women over QVC, and you're calling me a pedophile? That doesn't even make
Yeah.
any sense. Once I am a perv.
Yeah.
I'm hitting on 80-year-old women in my imaginary QVC life.
It's like whatever the word is for women old women instead of children. Whatever that is.
What is that a thing? Like,
there's a word for everything, right?
That's reverse perversion? I don't. What reverse?
We'll just call it cougar hunting.
The Kruger hunt. Thank you. See, that's positive. Kruger hunt.
I don't know. It seems like you're more interested in the cats.
Melissa's spin on it is totally different. She's actually interested in the cats, where I am just trying to sell as many cat bags as I can in a sexy voice.
Yeah.
So she is all. Oh man, that is hilarious.
All right.
All right, so continuing on here, how much time? We only got 6 minutes left. We got a ton of user submission stuff here, so let's get to that. Up
Go
next.
to the one that our actual the show's named after.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's go to Jason Belinsky.
Hey, Loop fans, I'm Jason from Six Flags Great Adventure. The park is closed today, but in a moment behind me there'll be a meeting for updates on our new roller coaster, the Joker. We are adding the lift hill chain on Monday, and now I know that you already know everything about our new ride, so I won't tell you any of those details.
Oh, but I will! So the Joker is going to take you up 12 stories. You're going to be dipping and flipping and diving at least 6 times along this incredible journey. We can't wait to have you guys come out and ride it with us.
It's going to open Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yes.
And we should actually be open for when we say it's going to open.
But not just that, we have 4 seasons of thrills. No, wait, I forgot. You can use your dining plan for 4 seasons of thrills. Restrooms also included for 4 seasons of thrills. Duh. Season parking pass also included for 4 seasons of thrills. The fun never ends. We know you get thirsty all year. Don't worry, Sport Cup good for 4 seasons of thrills.
El Toro consistently ranks among the top wooden roller coasters in the world. And this year at Six Flags Great Adventure, we're celebrating its 10th birthday, as well as Nitro's 15th birthday and Skull Mountain's 20th birthday. One more year and it's legal. And Clint, we heard that since you were so upset that you can't ride any rides right now, and that you were so excited when you saw the Larson Superloop at Six Flags America, we want to formally invite you to do the Clint's First Coaster Challenge when you get approved by your doctor, to come over here and have El Diablo be your first roller coaster back in the game. So come on down, let us know if you accept the challenge.
Hey guys, I'm John Fitzgerald, Park President, Six Flags Great Adventure. Come on out and ride Looping Dragon. El Diablo. No, Total Mayhem. No, the Joker. I'm so confused. Cut.
So we hope to see you here in Jackson, New Jersey when we open the Joker later this spring.
And we hope to see you on the Midway.
For 4 seasons of thrills!
And that is Six Flags Great Adventure checking in, Jason Belinsky's. That was
going on in Jackson, New Jersey.
I need to remember to turn down the volume every time I come back because I was jacking up for the video, and then you guys come on. It's like, ah! All right. Yes. So, Jason, that was like, dude, that was setting the bar for parks.
Mad props.
Yeah, he messaged me and said, hey. First of all, I want to say you look like a professional news reporter with the jacket and the and the polo underneath. It looked really good. But no, the video really set the bar. He sent me a thing saying, "Hey, can I send in a video from the park?" I was like, "Sure," not expecting it was going to be this crazy thing with Kristen and the park president and all that crazy stuff. So really setting the bar. I did send it out to a few friends. One being Adam House. It was like doing like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. What can you do? And our buddies at Six Flags America, I was like, look, they got this, and so we'll see what happens. But we'll see if any other parks submit something. But great home run out of the gate there.
So, Clint, the question is, do you accept his challenge?
You know, this is the crazy part. You know, do I accept the challenge? If I considered El Diablo a roller coaster, then maybe it would be more of a challenge. But unfortunately, you know, I don't consider it a roller coaster. But, you know, when a park does that, I mean, I kind of have to, don't I?
So you're accepting it?
I think I should. I think I really should. So we'll see what happens. You know.
I think you should leave it up to the fans.
Leave it up to the fans. Oh, there you go.
Got it.
All right.
All right.
All right, everyone.
This is what we need. Clint Novak challenge accepted, or Clint Novak.
Not a coaster.
Not a coaster. All right. So Clint Novak challenge accepted, or Clint Novak not a coaster. That's what we need to see in the chat room, and we'll get some tallies here. Everybody's already throwing some stuff. It's up to Carl and Caleb and Joshua and Gavin.
Of course, Jason, your vote does not count. That's biased.
In a dress. In the shockwave.
I hate you, Ryan. I hate you, Ryan. Accepted. Not a coaster. Challenge accepted. Accepted. It's a coaster now.
Clint, I think you're going to be riding yourself a Larson Looper.
Hold on, there's
in a dress.
Multiple times.
All right, I'm just going to let you guys know the show's going over an hour today. We still have some stuff we got to get to. We've hit our hour mark. We're going to stay live, and we're going to continue with the show. Do you guys mind if we stay a little bit longer?
Oh, I have no problem.
No.
Good.
You know,
she's got stuff she's got to do.
Uh-oh.
20 minutes late. Now we got to do the show for an extra 20 minutes just so we can
got an appointment.
She needs to go get donuts.
And no donuts.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. All right, we have, what else do we have? Well, we have some other videos we need to get to here. Nathan, we need to go check out Nathan. Oh, I don't know what that is. Hold on.
That's the track.
What's up, Angel?
That's his red track.
So we are at Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was our first trip here, and it was windy.
Very cold day.
Yeah, so Fury was open for ERT this morning, which we didn't ride, and then it closed most of the day due to wind. We didn't ride the Boomerang, the Cobra.
Yeah, we would go Carolina Cobra.
And then we didn't ride Nighthawk. We rode everything else, so I have to say the rides at this park are perfect for the size of this park. So all I have to say about Carowinds' Intimidator is the airtime is pretty cool, I guess, but 305 is better. The speed and the G-forces on Intimidator at Kings Dominion just blew me away. I don't know what you guys say about that, but I like the G-forces on Intimidator.
I would say that
305.
both Intimidators have their own pros and cons. Definitely just because of the fact that one's made by one manufacturer and one's made by another, so they're trying to race each other in competition to see who can make a better coaster. Personally, I actually like them both. They're about an even split 50-50. I haven't ridden the Intimidator here at Carowinds. Only rid it twice today just because of the high rain or the high winds, the high rains.
Very front and very back.
Yeah, oh yeah. Both times, first ride of the day actually very front, last ride of the day very back. On the wing seats actually, I rode on the left-hand side. It was actually quite nice. But anyway, I haven't ridden this one enough to determine like which one I like better. Right now it's an even 50-50, just keeping everything level here.
Well, then we got Bay over here looking fabulous. Honestly, Fury is awesome. Like the airtime that you get, like when you're going sideways, I just honestly I can't describe it. Like we rode it in the very back and then in the very front, and I honestly think it is a great roller coaster. It definitely is my number one.
Yeah. So it's the first B&M Giga coaster that I've ever been on, and it's probably the smoothest B&M I've ever been on in my entire life. It's even smoother than Dominator. Dominator's pretty nice.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah. Still like Volcano better.
Alright, well, it's going to wrap our little update here in Charlotte. Yeah, I highly recommend this park if you've never been here. So, alright guys, bye.
Oh, I think they didn't say see you on the midway.
See you on the midway. Great job, Nathan.
See you on the midway. Thank you, Nathan, and I believe that was Greg with him as well. We have Coaster Studios in the chat with us.
Let's just say, aside from Rob Alvey, we have theme park royalty in the chat. Clint Novak and Coaster Studios in the same place. Oh my God!
Reese, you're on the show already. You don't have to work your way onto it.
Oh, okay.
You know what, hey, what does that mean?
Who is the roller coaster expert here?
You know, what we need to do is we need to get Coaster Studios to be a guest host one week on this show.
Coaster Studios, get on here.
That's what we need to do. That is what we need to do. Let's see if the fans agree with that. You know, let's see if we can get them on the show here.
Coaster Studios. What's the fans' opinion?
Okay. Again, I forgot to hit pause of the video, so now they're going crazy. We got another submitted video as well. We need to get to. Blah, 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 blah. We've got Kristen there. Oh, this is the last one. We've only got one more. This came from Six Flags New England. Just a quick video. This was sent in by Tad. I believe this is the Superman roller coaster there. Boom, red track. That was it.
It is.
Boom, and there you go. All right, so now we've got all the user submission stuff out of the way. User submitted. I said submission. Submission is not correct, right? It's submitted?
Submitted.
Submitted, not submission. That's a total.
That's giving up.
That's giving up. I've given up. User submitted video. There we go. All right, anything else we got going on in the chat room that we need to address?
Studios agreed. He said name a date and I'm there.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be on a Monday.
You know, a friend of mine, we knew Alyssa was going to be running a little bit late today. And so I messaged my friend, and I said, you know, we're first show out of the gate, Alyssa's going to be running a little bit late. I said, you wouldn't happen to have a blonde wig, would you? Because I got a great wig.
And I told him, no, I cannot jump back and forth.
Oh, that would have been so great.
You know what we need to do, Alyssa, next time? I totally forgot. We have the capability now from your mobile phone going live.
I was actually thinking about doing that because I have Google Hangouts on my phone.
Well, no.
I was thinking about doing that.
Through a totally different, the fancy thing that we do all the videos with on my end, we can also go through phones as well and do live video. So we had fans that are going to be live at a park while we're doing the show. They could check in live, or if we needed to check in with them via their phone, we could do that. Or obviously we could keep taking videos as well. So if you want to submit videos to us, all you have to do is join our Facebook group. Look up In the Loop on Air. It's our Facebook group. I don't know any other way to get to it other than that. I mean, I don't think we have a personal link or something. You just have to look for the group. Yep, and maybe you know what? We'll put it in the notes of this video. So if you're watching this video, it'll be in the notes of the video. A link. To it. How cool is that? You know, that's
high tech.
High tech, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So join the group. You can help us build next week's show. And, hey, maybe we'll have our first guest host. Maybe Coaster Studios will be on next week's show. We never know. We'll never.
Let me throw a little teaser to next week. Let us know in the group if you want to hear this. But next week, I could potentially tell the story of the time Mr. Clint Novak humiliated me in the Intimidator 305 station in front of Bert Kreischer.
Whoa! Hold on. How was that me doing that? How was that? You know what?
Oh, you know what? We gotta save it for next week, Clint.
Save it for next week because we've run out of time. Okay. Wow. Okay. So we'll be talking about how Reese peed himself before not going. I'm not going to say anything.
Clint, you're ruining.
Spoilers.
I'm ruining it.
Spoiler alert.
What we need to do is we need to get Bert on here.
That would be amazing. That would be incredible.
We need to get
the
Bert
Project, really?
And have 18-year-old Reese explain why 13-year-old Reese. We'll talk about it next time. All right. I think that pretty much does it for the show. What do you guys think? Is there anything else that we need to reach or get to?
Sounds like it's about it.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching our In the Loop on-air show live Monday nights at 8 o'clock right here on YouTube. We will have the link to the Facebook group down in the bottom. And please join us again. Subscribe. Subscribe to our channel, please, because we need all the subscriptions we can get. We need to get to 100 before we can make our own personal YouTube link for our page. So we need 100 subscriptions. If you are not a fan of In the Loop on Air, please subscribe. I don't know where the subscribe button is, or I would point to it. It's somewhere on the page. I don't know. But subscribe it to us, and thank you guys for watching. Thanks for Alyssa, Randall, Reese for being here, Cooper, Gavin, Nathan, Jason, Tad for sending in stuff, Great Adventures, Kristen Siebeneicher, all you guys, thank you very much. My name is Clint Novak, and we will see you guys on the Midway. See ya!